ammunition, and her purse in the car. Robin was probably surprised to be taken back to the patrol car, but she obeyed. Unfortunately, Wolpe had more than a speeding ticket in mind.
Yep.
Wolpe stood her up against the patrol car and handcuffed her. As he put her into his back seat, she must have been scared and confused. Why the handcuffs? Where was he taking her? Wolpe returned to her car to get her purse. At that moment, a car with a lone driver passed by. Wolpe retrieved the purse, returned to his car, and pulled away, leaving her car abandoned on the interstate shoulder. He drove Robin to an exit that led to a seldom used access road running parallel to the highway. It was a place he often went to take a break from his patrol shift. A secluded lookout point where he could observe the highway some 400 feet away from all directions. There, holding the threat of jail or loss of license over her, Wolpe raised Robin Bishop. When he was done with her, he radioed in a wants and warrants check on Robin's car as if it were abandoned. He knew he'd been spotted walking towards Robin's empty car.
Yeah, I'd like to report a 2829. Yeah, license number 561. FBB.
It was the first in a long line of lines covering his actions for the official record.
Copy that.
He drove her down the parallel access road to a point where Robin could walk back to the car. He removed the cuffs and let her out of the car. Things were working out for Wolpe. He'd gotten what he was after and was simply going to let her go. But as she sat on the ground and put on her boots, something happened. Perhaps anger replaced fear now that she was released. Perhaps she threatened him with exposure that brought him to prosecute her about it. Regardless, it would be her word against his. But then, as he stood next to his vehicle, he was suddenly caught in the spotlight of a passing deputy sheriff's car. The deputy may well have noticed Wolpe's patrol car from the highway nearby. Wolpe would not know whether he'd been recognized. Suddenly, Robin's threats became more real. How could he explain being out there on the access road? In a moment of panic, Officer George Wolpe decided Robin had to resign his duty. Wolpe took a final and irrevocable step. Now, there was no way to distance himself from the daily bill. Frantic, he devised a way out. He called the dispatcher and reported finding a dead body, a possible suicide. Knowing he had only moments before other officers would arrive at the scene, he searched under her head for the bullet that had killed her. As evidence, the bullet had the power to destroy her, but there was no exit point. Homicide Detective Milt Rose of the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department was sent to investigate the dead body found by Wolpe. On his way to the crime scene, the dispatcher asked him to examine the abandoned car. As the body had been found a short distance away on the access road and was visible to investigators already at the crime scene, the police suspected there was a connection between the car and the body.
I did not see any obvious signs of any malfunctions. No mechanical breakdowns. The tires were all in good condition. The vehicle was in gear. The keys were inside the vehicle. Why did the vehicle stop at the location?
At the crime scene, Officer Wolf was now composed and professional. He described how he found the victim, checked for a pulse, and looked in her purse for identification. The Nevada vehicle registration and driver's license identified her as Robin Bishop, owner of the abandoned car he